Fluent Flow podcast. New videos every day. Let's learn English together.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that, we basically take information. Could be anything really. Simple stuff, complicated stuff, and we just unpack it.
Yeah, try to find the hidden gems, the connections you might miss.
Exactly. Cut through all that noise we get hit with every day.
And there is a lot of noise, isn't there?
Oh, definitely. I mean, think about it. Emails, social media pings, news alerts, just constantly. There's this pressure, right, to always be on.
Always doing something productive, optimized.
Right. It just pulls you along. But then, okay, the day ends. The demands maybe quiet down a bit. What do your evenings actually look like? Are they just more chores, more scrolling?
Or just collapsing, feeling drained rather than, refreshed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or do you find ways to actually carve out some peace, some real, actual calm?
It's a huge question, isn't it? And one we don't often stop to ask ourselves, I think. The pace of life just seems to dictate that evenings are, just an extension of the day's chaos.
We rush dinner, maybe scroll mindlessly.
Squeeze in one more thing, and then crash. Wondering why we feel so wiped out, but also kind of wired.
Totally. But this deep dive today, it offers something different, a kind of counter story to that whole cycle.
It really does.
And that's why we're doing something maybe a little unexpected this time. We're not digging into some dense scientific paper or, complex political analysis.
No, instead we found this dialogue deceptively simple, really calm.
Yeah, it was actually designed for English learners. So you might think, okay, what's there to unpack?
Right. How deep can tell us about your night really be?
But as we looked closer, it's just, wow, it's packed with these subtle insights about well-being, about intentional living, and honestly, just the art of unwinding, which feels pretty forgotten sometimes.
So that's the mission today, really, to pull up that quiet wisdom from what looks like, just mundane details.
Okay, so the source, it's from the Fluent Flow podcast, episode 49, called Tell Us About Your Night.
And like you said, designed for learners. So the style is very specific. Calm, simple, repetitive. The pronunciation is super clear.
Perfect for language practice, obviously. That's its main job.
But the content, the actual back and forth, holds this unexpected depth. It's like a little guide to finding peace in the everyday.
And that was the real aha moment for us, wasn't it?
Definitely.
That sometimes the biggest lessons aren't in the complicated stuff. They're hidden right there in plain sight. In the simple routines, the quiet choices.
Elegant simplicity, I think you called it.
Yeah. This chat about someone's night, it's not just describing things. It feels like it's revealing a blueprint for tranquility, a practical guide. So, okay, let's get into it. Let's unpack this.
And that simplicity is key, I think. It cuts through the noise, no complex theories, just the essence, almost like a meditation, like you said before.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so the dialogue starts super simply. Person A asks, how was your night?
And person B answers immediately, very definitively. My night was calm, very calm.
Okay, calm. We use that word a lot. But what does it really mean here? It feels like more than just quiet, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just that things were quiet around them. It suggests an inner state, a tranquility.
An active state, maybe?
Yes, I think so. For someone to say their night was calm, it feels deliberate, like they experienced a real sense of contentment.
And that emphasis, very calm.
Right, that doubles down on it. It wasn't just okay, it was very calm. It suggests it was profound, maybe intentional, or just deeply felt, like it was the main characteristic of the evening.
Almost like their nervous system was genuinely at rest.
Exactly, a physiological state, not just an absence of disturbance.
Which is huge, isn't it? Especially now, we're sort of conditioned to be busy, always optimized.
Always entertained.
Yeah. So just saying my night was calm, it almost feels rebellious, countercultural.
It really does. It pushes back against that idea that busyness equals value, or that you always have to be doing something productive.
So what does it mean for us, listening to this, to actually choose calm in a world that's constantly pushing us the other way?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How often do we really choose it? Not just luck into a quiet moment, but actively select calm as the goal for the evening.
It takes effort.
A lot of effort. It means setting boundaries, resisting those internal pressures, the mental to-do list, the urge to scroll just one more time.
And curating your environment, your activities?
Exactly. And this choice, it's fundamental for mental well-being. For stress reduction, it literally helps lower stress hormones like cortisol. It lets your rest and digest system kick in.
The parasympathetic system.
That's the one. So choosing a calm night isn't just nice, it actually makes you more resilient, more centered for the next day. It's like an investment.
Yeah, investing in your future self.
Yeah.
I like that. It's the foundation, right? You can't have a good day tomorrow if you didn't rest properly tonight.
Pretty much. Cause and effect.
Okay, so how did person B actually build this calm night? Person A asks, what did you do?
And the answers start simple. I had dinner, then I took a shower.
Seems mundane. But then person A asks, what did you eat?
And the details. I ate rice, chicken, and salad. It was simple, but good.
Okay, simple but good. Let's start with the food itself. Rice, chicken salad.
Yeah, notice what it isn't. It's not some heavy gourmet feast. It's not taxing on the digestive system.
Right. It's straightforward, nourishing.
Exactly. The focus isn't on complexity. It's on giving the body what it needs without a lot of fuss, without that heavy feeling afterwards that can make it hard to relax.
Kind of connects to mindful eating, doesn't it? Choosing food that feels good, not just tastes fancy. Especially if your goal is winding down.
Totally. Eating with the intention of feeling calm afterwards.
And that phrase, but good, that hits hard, doesn't it?
It really does. It's not just it was adequate. It suggests real satisfaction, contentment.
Which is a huge part of feeling peaceful, I think. Not needing more, just being happy with simple comfort and nourishment.
Yes. Satisfaction from sufficiency, not from excess. Think how often we maybe overeat or eat something heavy and then feel sluggish or uncomfortable all evening.
Guilty. Yeah, totally disrupts the calm. Person B seems to have sidestepped that completely.
And dinner here, it feels like more than just eating. It's like a ritual, a clear marker.
The end of the workday, the start of personal time.
Exactly. It's the first deliberate step in setting the tone for the night. By keeping it simple and satisfying, they're signaling, okay, time to slow down now. Not stimulating the system, preparing it for rest.
A conscious shift. Okay, so after that simple good dinner, then I took a shower.
Again, seems basic, just hygiene.
But in this context, building this calm night piece by piece, it feels more significant.
Absolutely. The shower becomes this symbolic cleansing, washing off the day.
Literally and metaphorically.
Yeah. Washing away the stress, the mental clutter, the demands. It's like actively rinsing off the work mode or the active mode and stepping into a more relaxed, private space.
Warm water helps too. Physically signals relaxation.
It does. And that cooling down process afterwards is actually a trigger for sleepiness. So it's a physical cue for the mind to unwind as well.
Plus, it's often a moment of pure solitude, right? No demands, no screams, just you.
A rare thing these days, a chance to just be with your thoughts, or maybe even better, clear your head completely.
A private cleansing of the mind, too, sets the stage.
It's like hitting a mini reset button, so you start the actual relaxation part of the evening feeling fresh, ready to build that personal oasis.
Okay, so dinner done, shower done, feeling cleansed. Then person A asks, did you relax after dinner?
And person B says, yes, I sat on the sofa. I watched a little TV.
Okay, the sofa. Seems trivial, but why mention it specifically?
I think it signifies that designated spot, the sanctuary. It's not just any seat, it's the sofa, the place you go to settle down, to physically signal rest mode.
Like an anchor for comfort, a space intentionally for winding down.
Exactly, a cue for the brain. The doing is over.
And then, the really key part. I watch a little TV, not just I watch TV.
Crucial difference. It's not, I got sucked into a binge watch until midnight.
Or, I doom scrolled for 2 hours.
Right. A little TV implies choice, control. It's deliberate. They're not letting the media consume their evening.
It's entertainment used mindfully to contribute to calm, not to amp things up or distract endlessly.
Which is so different from how many of us interact with screens, isn't it? We fall into passive consumption, driven by algorithms, often leaves us feeling more agitated.
Or just numb, yeah.
Person B is using it actively, making sure it serves their goal of calm, not letting it derail them. Plus, the whole blue light thing, keeping it minimal before bed is smart.
Good point. Limiting that exposure. Okay, so after a little TV, and I drank some tea.
Then person A clarifies green tea.
Yes, green tea is my favorite. Okay, tea. Another simple thing, but it feels important here.
Oh, definitely. The whole process of making and drinking tea, it's inherently ritualistic, isn't it?
It slows you down.
Completely. Boiling the water, steeping, holding the warm cup, the smell. It's mindful. It forces you to pause.
And the choice of green tea, even though they don't mention health benefits, is interesting.
It is. Green tea has L-theanine, which promotes relaxed alertness, counteracts stress a bit, even with the caffeine. So it's often chosen for that calming, focusing effect.
But even just the act of sipping something warm is comforting, right?
Totally. Signals warmth, safety, and then that little addition.
Good favorite.
Yeah. That brings in personal pleasure. It's not just any tea, it's their favorite. It shows how incorporating small things we genuinely enjoy really deepens that sense of peace.
It makes the abstract idea of calm feel really personal and tangible, those little anchors of joy.
Which makes you think, doesn't it? What are those small, simple things for each of us? That favorite mug, a specific scent, a cozy blanket? How can we weave those into our own unwinding?
Yeah, it's not about grand gestures, just small personal comforts. Okay, so sofa, little TV, favorite green tea.
Uh-huh.
And then the final piece of this unwinding phase. Person A asks, did you read a book too?
And the answer? Yes, I read for 20 minutes, just a few pages. It helped me relax.
Okay, 20 minutes. Just a few pages. That detail feels incredibly important.
It's huge because it shows relaxation doesn't need hours. It avoids pressure. 20 minutes is manageable, sustainable.
It's about consistency, not intensity.
Exactly. And reading a physical book, assuming it's physical, is a real break from screens. Engages the brain differently, lets you disconnect from the digital buzz.
Yeah, it pulls you into another world, or lets you focus on one idea, but in a less reactive way than scrolling, more absorbing, less agitating.
A different kind of cognitive engagement. And then the confirmation, it helped me relax.
Not, I hoped it would help, but it did help. Direct cause and effect again.
Yes. It shows person B knows what works for them. They're not just throwing things at the wall hoping to feel calm. They're actively choosing activities with a known positive outcome.
Which is so empowering, isn't it? It puts you in control of your own state. What small things do we know help us relax, and are we actually doing them?
That's the practical takeaway right there. Identify those things and make space for them, even if it's just for 20 minutes.
Okay, so all these steps, simple dinner, shower, sofa, little TV, tea, short read, they all build towards the final act. Sleep. Person A asks, what time did you sleep?
I slept at 10:30. Not too late.
Not too late. Again, simple, but says a lot.
It's just consistency. Respect for the body's rhythm. They're not pushing it, sacrificing sleep for, well, for what? More TV, more work.
Right. Avoiding too late is key for sleep quality. It prevents overtiredness, cuts down that late night screen exposure, and it protects the peaceful routine they're just built.
It sets the optimal stage for quality sleep, doesn't delay the body's natural restorative processes. It feels like a non-negotiable part of the plan.
And then the proof, the payoff. Person A asks, did you sleep well?
And the simple, powerful answer, yes, I did. Very well.
That's it, isn't it? The result of all those quiet choices.
Absolutely. It connects everything. The good sleep wasn't an accident. It was the direct outcome of that calm, intentional evening. The nourishing food, the shower, the controlled TV, the tea, the reading, it all led here.
It shows quality sleep isn't just luck. It's often earned through how we spend our evenings.
The return on investment for choosing calm.
Makes you really reflect on your own evenings, doesn't it? How are our choices setting us up for sleep? Are we helping or hindering that process?
Are we stimulating when we should be settling, doing when we should be being? Because those evening hours aren't just downtime, they're active prep time for restoration.
So important. Okay, which brings us to the overall feeling. Person A wraps it up. That sounds like a peaceful night.
And person B confirms beautifully, yes, I love quiet nights.
Peaceful. That word just perfectly sums up the whole vibe, doesn't it? All the pieces together.
It does. It's the goal and the outcome.
And that final line, I love quiet nights. Why is that so resonant? Why do we crave quiet?
Well, in today's world, quiet is scarce, isn't it? Real quiet. Not just lack of noise, but lack of demands, lack of constant stimulation.
It gives space for reflection, for rest, for just recalibrating internally, letting the mind slow down.
Integrating things, just being, which is profound self-care.
And saying, I love quiet nights. That feels like a conscious choice, a statement of values.
It really does. Prioritizing inner calm over external buzz, valuing serenity, rest, internal peace above that constant pull of the world. It's like embracing gentle living.
It's almost radical in a loud world.
It kind of is, yeah.
Okay, so let's just step back for a moment and look at the source itself again. This dialogue, remember, it's designed as calm, simple, repetitive.
For language learners, a pedagogical choice.
Right. But how does that simplicity make it so effective, not just for learning vocabulary, but for us pulling out these deeper life lessons?
Well, for learners, it lowers the stress, right?
Yeah.
Reduces cognitive load. They can focus on sounds, basic meaning without getting lost in complexity.
Makes sense.
But that same simplicity makes the core message super accessible to anyone.
Yeah.
The repetition helps too, not just for remembering words, but for internalizing the ideas about routine, mindfulness, calm.
Gentle reinforcement.
Exactly. And the clear pronunciation means the message comes through without any static, any ambiguity. The wisdom shines through.
Like looking through clean glass.
Yeah.
And think about the vocabulary to remember they listed. Calm, dinner, tea, sofa, book, sleep, peaceful.
Super basic everyday words.
Exactly. Not abstract jargon. They're words about daily life, well-being. They are the building blocks of a quiet life.
They capture the whole essence, don't they? Makes it easy to remember, and maybe more importantly, easy to think about applying in our own lives.
Which connects to what we try to do here.
Here?
Take information, simplify it, make it digestible, actionable.
Yeah, break it down. So the lesson here is maybe that profound understanding doesn't always need complexity. Clarity and simplicity can be incredibly powerful.
Less is more sometimes. It lets the truth just land without friction.
Okay, so we've walked through Person B's quiet, intentional night. We saw how this simple dialogue, made for language practice, held this really powerful universal lesson.
About intentional living, simple pleasures, and just the huge impact of crafting your evening.
The key takeaways feel really clear. The power of choosing calm, definitely. And the value of those simple rituals, the dinner, the shower, the tea, the reading.
Controlled entertainment, resisting the endless scroll.
Huge. And that direct link, peaceful evening leads to restful sleep.
It's not guaranteed, but you're stacking the odds in your favor. It really is a blueprint for finding some tranquility.
A practical path to resetting, reclaiming our nights.
So as we finish up, we want to leave you with a question, a thought to maybe take with you. Looking at this gentle blueprint from Person B, what's one small, simple, positive change you could bring into your own evening routine? Starting tonight, maybe.
Just one thing. To cultivate a little more calm, a bit more quiet, a deeper sense of peace.
Worth thinking about, right? Maybe even trying it.